can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, behind you,
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw for Newton. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. At the 50-yard line. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 16.
Mike, it's been a long day for you.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They find some open field here. The 20, 10,
This is too
and
easy
he will
right
take this one home. It's a touchdown.
London.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the
Get
field.
off. They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
30-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here's Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6. Brings up second and
play action. Now it's Allen.
34-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
London.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Point conversion.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's second and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Looking to run with Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Allen now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down.
To the air, Allen. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get.
Philip Dorsett by himself, and all the way in for the touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Nice. 19.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Newton on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Steelers 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Allen on first and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Pittsburgh Steelers. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Allen. Going for the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Able to slither by. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
49,
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Number 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Cooper's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
At the 40.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to bowl his way forward. To the 48.
Ed Oliver made the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
The 17-yard line.
Newton now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 18-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one and good for 26 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Newton forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 10.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Newton. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Back now in Pittsburgh.
With the score.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 45. Black Knights.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
44-yard line.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Steelers 52.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right?
Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he will get back to at least cover this. Certainly a sigh of relief there. But his offense going to be set up deep in their own territory now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
The 13-yard line.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
Allen's pass.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
47 yards.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for...
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Finding Knox there, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And all the way to the opposite 48. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.